I'm going to start recording. I'm recording right now because I have started the session. It's exactly 7:35. So I would like to start. So you will get the recorded sessions from your teacher. So you can always look at it again to see what was done, what you had missed, or anything. And like I had said, you can see my name boldly written on the screen nicely, Jacqueline, Miss Jacqueline Oby-Ikocha. I also work in Woodland Parks here in the UAE. I'm a bilingual and my specialties are English and French language. So I'm a bilingual person. I usually teach the higher grades, but I'm very honored to teach young ones like you. It's a pleasure of mine. Coincidentally, I also happen to be the headmistress at Woodland Park School in Ajman. So I look forward to having a very interactive session with all of you. Like I was saying, in class we have ground rules, and I will just mention a few. I don't want to scare you. I don't want you to get agitated or worried. But the ground rules are that you have to be participative, you have to be interactive in class without being disruptive. Disruptive means talking when you haven't been asked to talk, or interrupting when you don't need to, or making funny, like young children, some of you start making jokes or doing stuff that takes away the attention of other students. Remember, we are here to learn, but at the same time learn in a fun way. Okay, so please, as much as possible, when you have an issue to address, feel free to raise your hands. I'm going to allow you the autonomy of using the chat box, but only to address something. Let's say you are having a network issue. The chat box in my class is not for chatting with amongst friends. Otherwise, I will disable that opportunity, and that will be your loss. So I would like to continue allowing you this independence, so that just in case you're having a network issue, you will need to clarify something, you can send me a message in the chat box. Or if it's something you want everybody to see, you can also say, because we will have discussion sessions. Okay, so that's one of them. And please mute yourselves in class. So remember that the noise from your end will carry across, so you're not disturbing everybody else, okay? Because I know we are all in our homes, and in our homes, we have our siblings, our parents, our grandparents, and everybody is there. And the noise tends to filter through. So please keep yourself muted. Mohammed Nizal, mute yourself. Thank you very much. I don't want to mute you automatically. I believe you are kids, but still almost a little inch mature enough to know the right thing. Am I correct? Fatima, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you don't understand, excellent, thank you. If you don't understand what I said anytime, feel free to raise your hands or to prompt me to repeat myself, just in case. Because sometimes, because I teach higher grade children, a lot of times I might use big words. I'm not doing that to confuse you. And sometimes, because of my accent, I might speak a little too fast. So if you've got any concern and would like me to repeat something I had said, I wouldn't mind doing that, all right? So can we all get that? So feel comfortable. And now let's get to know each other a bit before we jump right into the class. I have a gentleman called iPhone. iPhone, I'm sure that's not your name. And I have another person called User. User, please, I would like to know who you are and your name. So can we all get introduced to each other, please? I will start with the gentleman on my left, Farim. Farim NV, can you unmute yourself and say hello?
My name is Farim NV.
Good, Farim, welcome. Nice to have you here.
I'm coming from Calicut, Kodwari.
I know, and I have been to Calicut myself. Nice place. I enjoyed my stay there. I ate so much
I'm
food.
Fuada's brother.
Ah, you're Fuada's brother. I see, because I teach Fuada in grade 10, isn't it? She's in grade 10. All right, wonderful. Good to see you. Thank you, Farim. Mohammed Azil, how are you? Mohammed Azil, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Excellent. All right. So I'm just going to allow one after the other. Let me see how organized you are. If you're hearing the person, another person speak, be respectful enough to pause, let the person say. So please, one by one, unmute yourselves and introduce yourself. Let's comport ourselves like young adults. Go ahead. Juna?
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. My name is Juna Fatima.
All right. I'm sure all your classmates know you, so I'm the one getting to know all of you. Niza, Juna, thank you.
Welcome.
Niza?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, Niza? Good.
I'm fine.
Excellent, great. Are you new student to WPS? Are you a new student or you are an old student?
I'm old student.
You are an old student. Okay, thank you, Niza. Amin?
Yes,
how are you, Amin?
I'm fine. My name is Amin Mama.
Good to meet you, Amin. All right, I hope we'll get to have a good class together. Thank you. Isha?
Yes, ma'am.
I like your smiling face. Are you related to Juna?
No.
Oh, you guys seem to have the same kind of smiling features. How are you, Isha?
I am great.
Excellent. Good to meet you. Okay. Thank you. Amir?
Ma'am, did you go Amazon?
I called Amir Zayan. Are they two Amirs?
My name is Amazon. I am from Calicut.
Okay, good. Nice to have you here, sir. We'll have a good class together. Shiel, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Mohammed Shayal.
Thank you, Mohammed Shial. I will call you Shial because I see several Mohammeds so that we don't get confused. Okay, is that fine with you? I'll just call you Shial, right? Okay, Mohammed Ansaf, how are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
What about you?
Oh my goodness, I'm in a very great spirit having young ones like you today. Thank you, gentlemen. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah. There's a lady between us in glasses. She has her name as user. I'm sure that's not your name, sweetie. Do you know how to change your name? Can you unmute yourself?
My name is Muhammad Ansaf.
No, yeah, not you, Mohammed Ansaf. I have another, a fellow student. She's in glasses. Who's wearing glasses here?
Zia.
Zia, you know how to change your name?
No.
No, you don't. Now you would see the list of participants. When you check the list of participants, you will see your name, user, more, and then you can rename. So your name is Zia, as in Z, is it? Z?
Z-I-Y-A.
I-Y-A, okay. All right, Zia. So I've renamed it on your behalf. Nice to have you here. You can mute yourself now. Riaz, how are you? So
I'm great, ma'am. What about you?
I'm excellent. Thank you. I'm not going to do that every single time. This is just for the first time because we are meeting each other for the first time. So I'm not going to have to ask everybody, how are you? Because I'll presume once I see you in class that you are doing absolutely well. iPhone, how are you? Someone is called iPhone. How are you?
Ma'am, I changed my name.
Sorry?
I changed my name.
Well, it's called iPhone. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Muhammad Shayan.
Oh, you changed it again. That means you've spoken to me already.
No, ma'am. It's
Yes,
Cheyenne.
Shayan.
Shayan.
S-H,
No,
sorry.
Shayan. S-H-A-Y-A-N.
S-H-A-Y-A-N. Okay. So it's easier for me when I know your name so I can call it out and ask you a question. Hashim, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Excellent. Oh, there I have two Hashims, Hashim KC and Muhammad Hashim KK. Are you siblings? I see. All right. Thank you, Hashim KK. I'm very well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hashim KC, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. What about you?
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Muhammad Nazal.
My name is Nozel. I am
Okay.
fine, ma'am.
You are fine. Good. Thank you. I see Atif. I've spoken to Amir, I believe. Atif. It's Atif, if I'm correct, isn't it? Good. I think I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying to use the consonants to pronounce your names. So if I don't pronounce your name absolutely correctly, please forgive me. Okay. Atif, how are you?
I am fine. What about you?
Good. Thank you. Rafiq Mohammed, but you look like a girl. Is that a girl?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Are you a girl or a boy?
I'm a girl.
Are you a girl? Boy? Is Mohammed your surname?
My father's name.
Your father's name. Okay. So what's your name, darling?
My name is Hidarzi.
Okay. So we're going to go by your name because I can't keep calling your father's name in class. Otherwise, he will run and come and sit in class with us. Okay. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Who haven't I called? I probably have missed someone. Who is it? Please feel free to raise your hand. You know how to raise your hands? You know how to use the Zoom to raise your hands?
Yes, ma'am, I know.
Yeah. So who? Please,
Yes, ma'am.
if I haven't interacted with you, let me know about it. All right. Ansaf, I thought I had interacted with you, Ansaf. I have, because I can see the background of I think that's the galaxy. So I believe I must have spoken to you. I'm talking about those who I haven't spoken to at all. I don't know if I've not spoken to someone. All right. Some people's cameras are off, and that way I can see whether I have spoken to them or not, because I also look at the face. I haven't spoken to you, Faki Bakar. And why are you putting off your camera? Is there a problem? Bakar?
No problem, ma'am.
All right. So I would like you to be pretty much present in class. Now let me tell you, because we are sitting in our homes in Calicut, and I am all the way in the UAE, and we're in the computer, it is still very much a classroom. It's like, if you put yourself behind the screen, it's like me having you physically in class, and then you run to go and hide behind the cupboard.
Ma'am, where are you right now?
So if you're hiding behind the cupboard, then I will not think you are here. Okay, now let's talk about hobbies. Has anybody ridden a bicycle before? Please enable your cameras. Has anybody ridden a bicycle? How was it? How's your experience riding a bicycle?
Great.
Not the tricycle, not the one with the little baby legs. You know, the one that, you have a tricycle, the one that has a safety leg so that you don't fall. I mean, the two-wheel bicycles that,
Yes.
You've done the two-wheel bicycles. Did your father hold it to help you, or did you do it all by yourself?
I did myself.
Yourself. Akib, you did it all by yourself? And how was your experience? I can hear you.
Me?
Yes. Have you ridden a bicycle before?
Bicycle.
Yes. Not yet. Now that's an experience you must have as a child. Find a bicycle.
First time I steering, I fell in this bicycle.
You fell off the bike.
Fell means sleep and means I fell in the bicycle first time I'm steering.
I fell off. You fell off the bicycle the first time. Now that is a common experience. When we ride a bicycle the first time and we fall off, I will have to actually try several times before we get the hang of it, before we know how to ride a bicycle comfortably. Because as a child, as a baby, usually our parents will buy us a bicycle, a tricycle rather, the one with the little safety wheel so that you have more balance. But when you are riding the one with just two wheels, that's another experience altogether. So those who haven't done it before, maybe they should go ahead and try. They have experience of riding a bicycle just around your compound. You don't have to go on the streets. You can accept your streets are safe, then fine. But you can actually do it if you can find one. I'm not asking you to go and tell your mother and daddy to buy you a bicycle. I just want to know if you've experienced it, because we are going to read a little adventure of a young gentleman, a young boy like you who was also riding a bicycle. So you can only appreciate his adventure if you've also ridden one, so you can relate. So if you've ridden one, well and good. If you've not, you are still very young and you have so many days and years ahead of you. So you can still get the time to experience the pleasure. And Saf, you raised your hand. Is it an accident or you want to say something? And Saf? Yeah, you want to say something?
I ride bicycle without one hand.
Wow.
2 wheels.
I also.
Wow, that's cool. Then that means
I go to school, our school, on bicycle for buying my books.
Wow.
That's
All right, Farim, that's nice. And that means you're become an expert, and same like you, Imad. Good. So we're going to read about, 1 second. I'm trying to share my screen, so just give it a minute. Sometimes it takes a little bit to pop up, please. I think actually I got a little glitch here. I will share that story. It's not popping up, but let's talk about something else while we wait for that to happen. What is a mystery? Can anybody tell me what a mystery is? Do you know what a mystery is? Something mysterious. Anybody?
Something that we want to know, but we don't know what is that.
Yeah, mystery. Something you don't know much about it. Like in the middle of the night, you're sleeping in your bed, and in the night you're hearing something going tap, 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 tap. And you hide yourself under your duvet. You are really scared. You are curious to know what that tap, tap, tap is, but you are too scared to peep out and see. And then suddenly the noise stops. And then the following day, it goes again at that same time, tap, 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 tap. And you simply don't know what is causing this noise that is frightening the hell out of you. But you are, it's a mystery. And then it goes on consistently and suddenly it stops. You simply never knew what made that noise at a particular time of the night, especially when you were sleeping. So mystery is something we don't know much about. Sometimes we try to demystify the word to demystify means to remove the mystery and find out what it is. All right, so when something is a mystery, the next thing we do is to demystify. I'm going to write the word here for you. Please always have your notes around available because you will also need to learn some vocabulary. So demystify means to uncover a mystery. All right, to uncover a mystery. Okay, now let's read the story right now, and we will talk. The story we will be. Have you read this before? Macavity, the mystery cat. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm just going to read the introduction. I'm just going to read the introduction, the introductory aspect, and then I'm going to call each person. I will call someone to take a paragraph. And when we read a paragraph, we'll talk about it. We'll identify words that we don't know there and all the other aspects of the sentence. So Macavity is a fictional, someone is writing on the board. Please, careful. I have to destabilize this. Macavity is a fictional character who is described in this form as a master criminal. You know what a criminal is? And is responsible for a multitude of crimes. Multitude means so many, when you cannot count. If it is 1, 2, 3, but when it becomes multitude, that means a whole lot. All right? Now, the poem accuses Macavity of misbehavior that will be, Mohammed, please, you are playing with the board. Thank you. I'll have to go and destabilize these things. You are playing with the board. Thank you. Please stop.
Ma'am, I am stopped, but I am looking how to go that.
Okay. I will disable the usage, don't worry, after. All right. The poem accuses Macavity of misbehavior and will be within the capabilities of an ordinary cat, such as stealing milk, but also responsible for major crimes. So as little as stealing milk and some huge stuff. So we're going to see what he does. All right. Now I will say, ask Shiao, please, can you read the first stanza, the first paragraph? Shiao. Yes, you.
Excuse
Yes.
me, ma'am. Is this, excuse me, Jacqueline, ma'am? Is this
Yes.
grade 5 Is this grade 5 syllabus or?
Hang on. I received, please wait.
Yeah, it's downhill on a bicycle, no, ma'am?
This is grade 8. Because both of you, both teachers sent stuff to me.
I know.
Sorry about that. So I opened the wrong one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But the one I opened initially wasn't coming up. That's my problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Your PDF, you sent me a PDF.
Yes, I sent a PDF, downhill on a bicycle.
On a bicycle.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But on the screen, it came the other chapter. That is, I think, it's a grade 8 mystery of a cat.
Let me try again because it's not opening. That's
Sure,
the one I tried to open. And I said it's not popping up. And I'm waiting for it. I just don't want them to sit idle.
But it's a good story.
Anyway, so that's something to look forward to. Let's see if this one comes up. Because I had read this and I started to, that was why I started asking them about a bicycle, if they've ridden before and the experience, but the material is not popping up. It's coming up now. I'm so sorry about this. We're almost short of time. Anyway, today's essence really was to meet you guys and for you to get acquainted with me. And going forward, I'm sure we'll have a great time together. So the thing has come up. Let me see if I can share it right now. Excellent. I think it's because it was a lot pages initially. So next time I'll share my email with you, Anupama.
I cannot get this class in computer. I can read.
Pardon me?
Can I?
Ma'am, I cannot get this class in computer. Ma'am, can
You're not getting the class in computer, on the
this
computer?
drawing click to open Zoom meeting.
One after the other, please. Nizal, Mohammed Nizal, what is happening? Are you using a
Ma'am,
phone?
I cannot open this class in computer.
So what are you using now? What are
I am
you?
using mobile instead. That I don't know how to use that.
Oh,
Microsoft Store and download it. It is showing click to open the Zoom meeting.
you will need,
Dialog
you
on
will
the
need to have the
dialog
Zoom
shown
app.
by
You will need to have the Zoom
download
app.
my Apple.
You will need, no, the Zoom app. Is it downloaded on your system?
There is no app.
Not Apple, Zoom app, Zoom. ZOOM.
I don't have Zoom app in computer.
You have to have it for you to open it on
You have to
You must
download.
download the
Okay,
Zoom.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. Now, downhill on a bicycle, going downhill means, you know, something going down at a fast rate. So I'm just gonna read a bit of it and then we'll continue. This poem is about a thrilling adventure and the delightful experience of a boy. The boy in the poem, Shayal, please mute yourself. The boy in the poem expresses his excitement as he rides his bicycle down the hill. Okay, so because we don't have so much time, I'm going to read a bit and then we'll look at some of the words that have been highlighted and a lovely image. You can see the boy and he's going down the hill. And remember, down the hill is a little more difficult for those of us who ride bicycles. Going down the hill is not the same as going on the steady and the smooth road where you can easily put your feet on the ground and hold yourself and break, stop the bicycle from taking off with you. Going downhill means you can lose control and you can, find yourself tossed aside in a gutter or something else. So he says, I'm poised and down the hill, dot with heedful mind, the air goes by in a wind, swifter and yet more swift, till the heart with a mighty lift makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry. Oh bird, see, bird, I fly. Is this your joy? Oh bird, then I, though a boy, for a golden moment share your feathery life in the air. Nice. Now I would have loved to ask one of you to tell me, what do you understand this poem is? What do you think it's trying to tell us? Farim, can you tell me what you think you understood about the poem?
What, ma'am? I didn't hear that.
You didn't get me. The poem I just read, what do you think it's talking about? All right. Can anybody else volunteer?
Ma'am, he is coming down the hill very happily.
Okay, that's one aspect. Yes. He's going down.
He see some
He was saying
other animals.
Remember to use your hands, raise your hand so that you're not talking over each other because that's not very polite. Okay. Nizal, yes, Mohammed Nizal, go ahead. After you, Farim.
Ma'am, he is coming down the hill very happily and he is saying to the birds that he is coming down the hill. Oh birds, see, I am coming down the hill.
All right. Now, okay, let me hear Farim. Farim, go ahead.
he was saying it's a golden moment. He was saying.
Okay, great. Now he says, I'm poised means to be prepared, poised. He's prepared. And then he's going down. He's darting. Darting means to move through things, but heedful mind means as well, the mind means that you're heedful, careful, and trying to be in control. The air goes by in a wind. So you can imagine the air must be going whoosh. That means he's going a little fast. Swift, swifter. Swift means very fast. There's a difference between, oh, go fast and go swiftly. If somebody says, I want you to do that thing as swiftly as possible, they expect you to go a little more than fast. So he was going a little more than what you would call fast. Okay, so fast and even faster, till the heart with a mighty lift, he felt like he was literally flying like the birds, you know? So he said, oh bird, see, I fly, because he was literally up and there, and his spirits, it's talking about his emotion, his spirits were very lifted, and also he felt as if he was physically floating because he was going so fast and the wind was going whoosh, 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 you know, pretty down the hill. And then he said, oh, is this your joy? So this is what the birds are enjoying. I wonder sometimes as a person, because when you sit in a plane, you don't feel, you're just being carried. You don't feel how the bird feels gliding in the air and all that, whatever it is that they are doing up there. And he also says, for a golden moment, share your feathery life in the air. So he's going so fast that he feels as if he is literally taking off, and the wind is blowing past him, and he is full of joy. He's not even scared that he is probably going to hurt himself or anything. So this is where we will, I believe, Anupama ma'am, how am I doing for time? Because
good, ma'am, very good.
What time is the class going to be done?
9:45.
Is it 1 hour?
No, till 9:45 we have, ma'am. This
Oh,
class
okay,
we have
because
till
I'm looking at, I'm so sorry, I'm looking at my own time and that's confusing me. So that's till
9:05 to
8:15.
yeah, 9:45. Yeah. No,
Okay,
no.
so
We started at the right time, 9:05 to 9:45. 9:05 we started this
so how many,
class.
what I'm trying to do is pace myself. How many more minutes do I have? So I don't leave the minute.
10 more minutes.
Okay, good, excellent. I'm still trying to, you know, compute the time and the difference, all right? So this poem is written by Henry Charles Beecham. Now, we have some particular words here. I would like
you have 7 minutes left.
Sorry?
You have 7 minutes left.
Thank you. So I'm going to make someone a monitoring class when we start, because the time difference makes me, I don't know, the difference between, sometimes I get lost. Okay, now if you have your notepads, I would like you to take note of words like poised. What is poised? Please note it. Poise. Those ones that have been highlighted or made bold. Dot. Heedful.
Heedful.
Swifter. I want to believe you know what mighty is. And feathery. Now these are how many words. I would like you to use them in sentences by yourself. Any sentence you can think about. Poised, dart, heedful, swifter, mighty, feathery. And use it not today, but in the next class when we meet. So I'm just going to call a random person to tell me what they were able to come up with. Now these words also that have been emboldened they are acting a role in the passage. They're acting a role. We can look again and we will see that they are adjectives and verbs mainly. We have adjectives and verbs. Who can tell me what a verb is? Nisa, what is a verb?
Ma'am,
Yes, dear.
can you one more say?
I said, what, can you tell me what a verb is? What is a verb? What is a verb? Can anybody else help us? When you are doing something, every single action you are performing is literally a verb. So a verb is an action or a doing word. Like now I am talking. Talking is a verb. You are listening. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So a verb is an
Ma'am.
action or a doing word. Okay. So now, because we see several verbs are in the passage that we had read, like the word, one second again, let me share the screen once more. And see who can identify a couple of verbs in the passage. We have several verbs here. Can anybody tell me? Any verb, anybody with, yeah? What do you think a verb is?
Ma'am, say the question one more.
I said,
Yeah.
can you tell me any word out of the passage we read that is a verb? An action word.
Ma'am, fly.
I crossed and I down the hill.
Poison.
Okay, poised, not poised, poised, poised.
Poised.
And now between, let me explain something. Most times when you have a vowel, I and E, and an S in between a vowel, I and E, that S usually sounds like Z, poised, okay? Not poised, okay? All right, so a verb, like I had said, is a doing word. And we have dot. Dot means to gadgets on. That's why. So you must close one gadget. Somebody has something, both a phone and probably a laptop or a computer. Please mute yourself so that it's not disrupting others. Thank you. Because that noise. So you actually have a whole lot of verbs in here, but then a verb also is dependent on how you use it. Makes the lungs laugh. Make is a verb. Most words that are doing words, like I said, run, jump, laugh, cry, eat, dance, all these are verbs. Now in this passage, again, we have also some other kind of word used called the adjectives. What are adjectives? Fatima? Juna?
Yeah, ma'am.
What is an adjective?
It's about that you are so beautiful. In that, beautiful is an adjective.
All right. So what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that modifies a noun, sorry, or a pronoun. Yeah, it gives more description about the noun or the pronoun. All right. So there's a little article I'm just going to share very quickly. So it's a noun or a sentence doesn't have much meaning without the adjective. Adjectives is like the decoration, like a house. If you say a house, it's just plain. But when you say the big house or the beautiful house, then it gives you a little more detail about that particular noun or the pronoun. Are you with me? Please, if you're not following, do let me know. All right. I want to share my
Excuse me,
screen.
ma'am.
Yes,
Now it's
please.
time up, ma'am. It's 9:45.
Oh, ay. Now I was just getting warmed up. Anyway, I think what happened today's class, because I spent quite a bit of time trying to get to know them, and then don't let them just jumping on them with teaching. So guys, it's been my pleasure. Please, I would like all of you to be part of this session, be interactive without being disruptive. All right? Does anybody have anything to say to me before I leave the class for today? Zia, any questions?
Thank you for the class, ma'am.
You're very welcome. I think I've enjoyed being with you the short period of time. So I believe the next sessions will be far more productive than this. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Enjoy the rest of
Thank
your
you.
classes and your day, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank
So,
you, ma'am.
Anupama ma'am, so we will
Yes.
continue with this session, the discussion.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You are very welcome. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, guys. Yes, I'm sure
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have
Thank
another
you.
class right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Have a nice
you. You take care. Be
You too,
good.
ma'am. Take care. Yeah.
All right.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
You
ma'am.
take care. All right.
day. Bye, ma'am.